So I saw pictures of Chukwuokike place of worship on the internet. So we would like to know how this vision of building Ordinary Restoration Evangelical Mission came by.
Thank you for that wonderful question. Like people that normally follow me from my humble beginning, I happen to be somebody that I don't joke with spirituality. Yes, it's already in me. And also people that knows about Sagittarius people know that we are more of spiritual. So I'm a Sagittarius. Yes. Then minus that one. From my humble beginning, I pay attention with the spirituality because I believe something in me keep telling me that I will be a tool used to better the lives of many people. I keep having this thought in me. So from my humble beginning, I pay attention to anything concerning spirituality, despite the fact that that time I was a Christian. But I pay attention in meditation, seminars, retreats. I don't joke with all these things. So from that, I grew this passion of recognizing the fact that name was the unmovable mover, Chukwuokike put in here. And I have this thought in me that I'm called in a special way to impact life positively. Na a ga-esi n'aka m tụọ ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ na-agbụ, but etu ọ ga-esi wee mee amaghị m. So from that childhood, I keep on participating. Anything concerning spirituality, I paid good attention. So when after experiencing Christianity to the fullest, I dive into reading other esoteric books. I dive into reading other spiritual books for knowledge. I read so many books, spiritual books, on this my journey. I read the Lion of Africa. I read Buddha. I read the Mohammed. I read the Way of the Spirit, the Ekanka book. I read it. I read the Light of the Truth. I read the Light of the Truth, Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. Yes, I read all these books. I read the Heaven of Books by Pullman, and read so many spiritual books. I will not be able to start mentioning one after the other. So when I was reading all these books, I had the knowledge and then when there is very obvious that there was supernatural beings name according to my gift. Now I go those books, I know higher knowledge, even beyond the guru that I will. Let me give you only one example. I remember when I came across the Light of the Truth of Grey Message. When I read this book, I read this volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. Yes. I read that book under 4 months. And when I was reading this book, the knowledge, if you have read that book, even philosophers, even professors, doctors reading that book, they will always tell you that this book is very, very hard to read. Any of you that have come across that book, it's not a joke. But when I was reading this book, I have this higher knowledge and the higher experience that when I'm reading the book, I get inspirations even beyond what the writer, yes, wrote there. So that happened that when I went for what they call discussion, even the panel of judges that are the leaders that are there expecting me to explain what I understand from volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. When I was explaining, they have marveled that their experience in spiritual matter is even beyond them that already crossed bearers. So that is how there immediately they brought out form that I will fill the form. That is how I was sealed. That was early 2000, a very long years. So before then, I read so many spiritual books. So and most of the times, once I'm in meditation, I I got this divine knowledge that makes me to understand things deeper than what ordinarily an average person will understand. So I have this particular gift that helps me to meditate, and whenever I'm meditating, I get so many visions. So, but what prompted me in building this place of worship is this. There was this particular day when I came back to Ordinana. I keep telling my forces, they tell me that they want to take me to greater height. They want to take me to greater height. And how they will do it, I don't know. When I finally answered my call, I came back to the village. I told them, and after setting my altar, I told them that I have come back to answer my call in fullest. Then I was telling them, where is my call? That is where, on that particular meditation, they gave me that name, Ugochitubelu. The message came that my chi will crown me, that my chi will give me Utwemu. Back at that name. That name, nobody have ever answered that name, even that time on social media. Then, after that, giving me that spiritual name, I was told that through me, a lot of people will be healed. Through me, a lot of people will be saved. Through me, a lot of people will be liberated. I said, how? I was told that I'm called to be a priest and not an evangelist. That is the message I got. That I tell them now, what will I do? The last time told me that I should use all my experience, that they intentionally allow me to read so many spiritual books in order to gather experience. They told me that there is that allowing me to gather all the experience I have gotten is for a purpose, so that it will help me to be where I need to be. I was destined to be. So I accepted. Now, after doing this meditation, I built the Ugochitubelu temple. And I was told that Ugochitubelu temple is just a stepping stone for me to understand what is happening in the gross material level and the elemental beings. That is not where I'm going. That I will go to higher operation. That I will go to higher spiritual level. That through me a lot of people will be liberated, and I should watch it. So my own is just to keep doing what I know how to do best. That time will come when everything will be unfolding. So that's what happened. So on a particular day, I had a dream. This is a vision. This is not ordinary dream. When I was after my midnight meditation, I saw myself. It's like a trance. I saw myself in a midst of multitude group, that people are there, thousands of people are there in a field. It's like holding like something like awakening program, something like seminar, open field seminar, something like outreach. Let me use outreach. Something like outreach. People are there in thousands. I was there. I saw myself wearing a white robe, and putting on a priestly cross kind of stone. I was like, I couldn't. In that dream, I asked myself, is how come me as that time as a Libyan, how come I find myself wearing this priest attire? So, but the one thing is there is that when I was there, I blessed people in the name of Chukwuokike, because I had that message that I should be blessing people with name of Chukwuokike. That name, this name will do wonders. So when I bless people in the name of Chukwuokike, I was so happy for the fact that have been used mightily to bless people. So that is how I saw that dreams. Few days down the line, one of my sister, that one is a called one too. She came to the village and told me that brother, he has a vision. That's why he came to message me. I said, okay, my sister, what could that be? He told me that he had a dream some days back. Remember, I told you that I have my own dream days back. He told me that he saw me in the presence of crowd. But what surprised him, that's why he came, is that he saw me wearing a priest attire. This priest white robe and everything. So when he told me that he saw me there blessing people in the name of Chukwuokike, and he was told that you should remind me that this name Chukwuokike is the name I will use to do wonders. This name will be the name I will use to liberate many. When he told me that thing, I was marveled. I was like, how come I was shown the same vision, and my sister living in Onitsha in her husband's house saw the same vision? But knowing fully well that she's a called one, I didn't joke with that vision. So that's what happened. So after that one, I was like, I came to my mates during meditation. I said, how can this thing will be possible? How can this thing be possible since I'm not a priest, I'm just a dibia? I was told that I should keep on doing my work, that time will come when everything will evolve. So that is how, after some months, a Ghanaian religion called Eze-Ana, high priest, called me on phone. I was in the kitchen doing one thing, doing something. So my phone rang. I picked the phone. It happened to be his call. He told me, Eze-Ana, that uh, he saw a video where I was teaching about Igbo spirituality in a way that he was mad, and he told himself, because what the knowledge he saw me in a way I explained things. He told himself that he will invite me to become a priest. That is how he invited me to join a priest as Ghanaian religion priest. So that is actually, I was like, I asked myself, could it be that this invitation had to do with that dream I had in the past, that I would be ordained as a priest? So that is how, after consulting my husband, I was advised to go. That is still in line of my vision. So that is why I joined. To cut the whole story short, today as we speak, I'm the priest in charge of Nnewi station right now. Now, what I want to tell you that, remember, after some days, I now saw myself in a vision, in a trance. In a trance, I saw myself in a place of worship. I was like, telling me, how come this thing will translate and become a bridge between ordinary practitioner and the Christians? I was told that this my mission will translate in a way we build a place of worship where ordinary lovers will be after becoming an ordinary adherent. That they needed a place where they will be, and because iron sharpened iron, that they don't need to, after coming across Igbo spirituality, going back to their church. No, that they should have a bridge that will be between Igbo spirituality and the church people, where they will have the same, almost the same experience like the way they used to have in the church. So then, on that particular day, I saw this place of worship, the way it looks in your television or your phone. Maybe how I saw the thing. Immediately I saw the thing in vision, I started using pen to write it in a rough paper. That's drawing the important part in that dream before I woke up. So when I woke up, I used my paper to write it, everything, my experience in that dream. After writing, I made a post immediately on my Facebook page that, please, can I have somebody that will draw a picture of a place of worship? I now explain it to the person. The person keep on designing it and they return back to me. I say, no, this is not exactly what I want. Before you know it, we get it the way exactly I saw it in the dream. And I was told that time will come that by forces of nature we bring partners and friends of the temple that will help to make sure that this particular vision of having a befitting place of worship of Chukwuokike come into the reality of life. So that is how the thing come to place. Thank you.
Right. Viewers all over the world, we have come to an end on today's edition of Philosophy and Life. If you have any question based on today's teaching, you can drop it on the comment section or DM Ogbuefi Ezeana with the WhatsApp number showing on your screen. For more inquiries, deep consultation, you can as well DM him with that same number. Ogbuefi, it's nice having you here today.
Thank you. And viewers all over the world, if you want to be a partner in this, supporting this vision to come into reality, you can see our numbers you reach me with, and you can see our support account number. You can support us in any way, little way you can. Remain blessed.